Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to Jenny's Card Creations. I am Jenny, obviously, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you from chilly, cold Melbourne in Australia. How are you all? How are you all on replay? Thank you so much for watching replay. I really appreciate it, and please comment below, and I would love to get back to you as well. So what have you all been up to? It's been a crazy 2 weeks, I've got to say. I don't know if you saw in my post, but did you see my cuppa and card? I advertised it and thinking I might get one or two. Oh my goodness, it just blew out and it was just so sad. I actually had to turn people away and I do not like doing that. So, yes, I have got 20 people and I was loving to have these extra people, but I wouldn't have got their cards out on time because I didn't have enough stock, which is a bit of a bummer. But anyway, they're all out and about. So you cuppa and carders on Monday and Tuesday, I hope you are starting to get your kits. I know a few of you have got yours today. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the rest of you in Australia will get yours tomorrow, hopefully. So, yeah, so all the newbies, welcome. So excited to have you on board because we've got a beautiful bunch of ladies already on and I am excited for you for joining them as well. So what else have I been doing? Well, that took 2 weeks to cut. Can I tell you that? Update, my family, my husband and son, as I said last week, they have gone to the Big Red Bash in Birdsville. We are doing the gig. So we're doing sound lighting production and all that up there. So tonight's the last night for the gig. So I think they had Ice House last night and they've got Human Nature on tonight. And then today they did the Nutbush. They broke the record for the Nutbush. I don't know if you've seen it on TV, on the news, but yes, about 6,000 people were doing the Nutbush, I think. Yeah, so they broke the record of doing, I don't know, is the longest amount of time or the more people? I don't know. They break it every year, so it's a little bit of fun to see. I'm a little bit late because my husband kept texting me videos of Human Nature as we were going, and I had to kind of say, don't stop sending me stuff because it actually affects my videoing. So but I have it on Do Not Disturb, but for some reason, I don't know why, he gets in it. I don't know how it does. I don't know. But anyway, and look, yeah, he's still set. My iPad's opening up now, so obviously it's not happening on here. But yes, he's still sending things from, he knows I like Human Nature, so he's still sending me things on Human Nature on there anyway. So it's going to take him about 2 to 3 days to pack up and then 4 days to get home. So this time next week, they'll be home. So I am hanging because it's been a very quiet 2 weeks here. I've made myself busy, so it's flown in some ways, but I have missed them a lot. One thing about Birdsville is the rain has stopped. It stopped yesterday, so that was really good because it was raining cats and dogs up there. As you could see from Ayers Rock, it got waterfalls on the Ayers Rock at the moment. That would be amazing to see, wouldn't it? Anyway, I've got a few of you on, so how about we pop over, get down to business, and then get some crafting, hey? Let's go change over. Okay, firstly, hey, okay, we should be all good. Have I got sound now? We should be all good now. Oh, gosh. Okay. He can. Oh, yay. Thank you, Kim. Thank you for that. I know what's happened. This is where I'm saying I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, but he gets in. No, Joan, it's not the internet. Jeff just posted another video back on again. So it's just frustrating. So that's what happened. He's just sent me another video, and for some reason he gets through on my Do Not Disturb. He's a naughty boy, Joan. He better stop it because he's a pain. All right, I'm going to have to keep a watch on that if that happens again. So I do apologize if that happens again. Anyway, guys, today is a huge day for Stampin' Up. Huge. We've got a lot going on today. A lot. Online exclusives. Now, if you have been following, I would gather that you have seen a few demos doing that. We've got the Santa sleigh, and there's a new truck. I mean, they call it truck. I call this a ute. Glenda, he does, but he's forgotten all about the time. He did that last night. I went out and I told him, I'm going out. Went out with some ladies for dinner last night. First time I've been out in I don't know how long. And he still rang me, which is lovely. He goes, oh, I forgot. So he's in his own little world when he does gigging. And Helen, you would know that. Okay, online exclusives. They are live today. So have a check out that. Now, they're not going to be in your catalogue, everyone. You need to go on my shop or go to Stamping Up, okay, .com.au, or go to my shop, and I have the shop on my Facebook page. So if you go on there, click on it, go to online exclusives or go to specials. They will be there, okay, and they will come up. I'm pretty sure I've been on it just before, and online exclusives comes up straight away, so you will be able to see that. Okay, all right. Okay, so we've got that one. Check that out. Next one, there's a new kit. If you are interested in kits, you want something that's really, really quick, you've got someone that you'd like to give a gift to. This is how I started off in Stamping Up. I started with a kit, didn't know if I was going to be interested in something like this. Obviously, the rest is history. I was, but that's how I started off. I tried out something like this before I outlaid all the money to do this. So this is a perfect way of trying it out. If you know someone that is thinking about it, or you think they might be interested in going into this craft, this is a great gift to do. So this is a new kit. Again, on my online store, there is a lot of kits there you can choose from, but this is just the new one that got released today. Okay, now the most important one, guys, this one, because you are going to be rewarded. So every time you shop, and this starts today, every time you shop with me or with Stampin' Up or with anyone, you will earn rewards if you spend $90. So every time you do $90, you are going to get a $9 coupon, and then you can retrieve that coupon and redeem it in August and go shopping at our expense. Now, I had someone do this to me today, and thank you to that person. I won't name your name, but thank you to that person who sent me an email. She popped an order for me, and I was so appreciated. And I asked her, what happened when you popped your order in? Well, she could show me. She got an email immediately, and she got a thank you, and she got her coupon. So every time you shop in July, you will receive coupons, okay, for $90, okay? So every $90, you get a $9 one, okay? So in August, you get those coupons, and then you just pop them in the code when you go to it tells you step by step of how to do it. We'll worry about that when it gets to August, and I'll show you step by step how to do it when we get close to August. And you just pop in the code. When you get to checkout, there is a code that you just pop in. You just pop in all your codes, okay? So it's quite easy to do, all right? So it's an email. Don't delete your emails when you get them, because you want your codes, okay? So that's a really good one for all of July, okay? All right. Okay, so tonight, since the last 2 weeks has been pretty full on for me, you know what happens when I go and I'm really tired? I've got to do colouring. So we're going to be doing colouring tonight. So what we are doing, I think last time this happened, we did Hey Chuck bundle, my little Chuckies, and I do love my Chuckies. So we're flipping over to the page here now to this little guy here, Bird's Eye View. It is a cute stamp. I got this a month ago. Been hanging out to play with him, but he's a little cutie, and we're going to have a play with that tonight. Just one card tonight, guys. I will be playing with him down the track a little bit more because I only had a chance to play with him today because, you know, I was getting cuppa and card out. So, and then after that, replying to emails and things like that. So, here we go. Bird's eye view. There is no dies to this. And it is on page 48 if you have your catalogues there. And if you would like a catalogue sent to you, please reach out. Let me know. I'm happy to send you a catalogue. So it is $35. It is such a cute set, guys. And those glasses, just wait till I'm going to play with those glasses. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but I mean, look at that. How cute is that? I love cutesy, if you know me, and I get a kick out of them. So cutesy is more my thing, more than flowers, but I do enjoy flowers. So, all right, so we are going to do some colouring. Now, I have done some of it because I didn't want to think you were going to be here all night watching me colour leaves all night. But I'm warning you, you might need some sunglasses because I'm going ultra bright tonight. And I mean bright. Colours I would never thought of putting together, but I have. So, before we get into the colours, actually, no, let's just show you the colours, what I'm going to be doing. I'll go and get the stamp pads. I'm not going to be using the stamp pads, but it'll give you a bit of an idea on what colours we're going to be playing with. All right, you got your sunnies on? Here we go. Lemon lime twist, pumpkin pie, grey granite, and obviously I will be doing a little bit of memento in there as our outlines. Okay, bright, but it does come out quite nice. Well, I think it does. I had a bit of a practice today, but it came out. I was pretty happy how it came out, so we're going to be doing that tonight. Okay. What do you think of those colours, everyone? Not my colours I would normally go to. I love bright colours. Bright colours are happy colours to me. But, yes, never thought of doing it like this, but that's what we're going to do. All right. So, I'm not going to be I'm going to be stamping the outlines, and then we are going to be doing our alcohol blends because that's how I chill. Nothing like chilling out, colouring with your alcohol blends. That's just a great way of relaxing. Look, we've even got a little baby chook. Not chook, I've got Chucky on the brain. Little baby bird. He's so cute. Okay, so it's photopolymer. So to get a good stamp, we always need our padding, okay? So let me just grab a little bit of cardstock. Okay. All right, so let's just stamp these down. So we're just going, here we go, little chickie here. So we're going to do a fun fold. Now this fun fold that I'm going to be doing tonight, simple, simple, simple. You could do it in your sleep. In fact, I didn't even have, I don't even have measurements for it if you're after measurements, because you're going to find out you won't need measurements either. It's so simple, simple. All right, here we go. Oh, hang on, I don't want you yet. All right, here we go. We're going to do our little guy. Gosh, he's cute. And then we're going to pop his glasses on because I want like Papa Chick and Baby Chick or Baby Bird or whatever you like. Okay, I'm just going to push this forward to me a little bit so I can see. Now I'm just going to try and get him in so it's sort of touching his nose, and we're just going to stamp. Isn't it cute? Oh, I just think it's so cute. It just makes me smile. And that's what we need. We need to smile. So there you go. I needed a little bit of fun tonight, so that's what we're doing. Okie dokes. All right, so as I said before, we're going to be using lemon lime twist, pumpkin pie, and what have I got here? Mossy Meadow. Okay, and we're going to be using grey granite. So they're the colours Okay, I will be using, and I forgot to put that one out, pecan pie, one of our, is it one of our, I think they're one of our In Colours pecan pie. Gosh, I should know by now. My small things, yeah, it doesn't take much to make me crack up, Joan. I'm very tired tonight. When I get tired, I go stupid, so bear with me. Doesn't take much. Okay. Yes, I got the cuppa and card out, and once I got them out, I just sort of fell in a hole, and I thought, oh, I stopped. Anyway, so once I do my live, tomorrow I start getting the workshop out. So busy. I've made myself busy while they're away, and that's what I like to do because the time makes the time fly. All right, we just got the tree little branch there. Forgot about that one. All right, so like I said, I'm not going to... How many chicks do I need? 1, 2. I need another chick. Sorry about that. I thought I cut him out, but I hadn't. He doesn't take long. There's going to be... Look, I'm going to be doing some cutting out. You can actually stamp these straight onto your cardstock. I'm not going to do that because I want a little bit of dimension to mine. Okay, because that's why you're here. You're here to work out ideas and things like that. Anyone can just stamp onto the page. As you saw, I did that there. All right, okay, so let's do some leaves. So I'm using Lemon Lime Twist and Dark Mossy Meadow. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the dark just down on the side here, going up like that, and then I'm actually going to leave that out. Then I'm doing the light Lemon Lime Twist. I'm just going to go on the sides here. Light's not the best, is it? There we go. Just on the sides there, just going a little bit onto the dark so the alcohol can blur that up. Carol, hello, how are you? Lunchtime in the UK. What time is it here? I know it's after 8 o'clock. Oh, have you got nice sunshine over there still? Okay, so I've just done the medium on the inside, and then I'm just going back over with my light, okay, and that will blur that up a little bit. Overcast today, okay, because you guys have been getting some heat over there, haven't you? I suppose it's a welcome to have a bit of overcast, I presume. I always do that. I put these on the wrong colour, the blends on the wrong things, and then I'll pick up the wrong colour. Hot, yeah. Though it's interesting, we get up to like 40 degrees sometimes, and was it very hot for you? I think it's because you guys don't have like aircon, and your heat's a little bit different, I've been told. The European heat is, I know you're not Europe, but it's a little bit different to our heat here in Australia, I gather. There we go. So what I'm doing is just blurring up that dark and blending it in. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just going to push that up a little bit high. Okay, so I've got 3 colours in there. So you should see no lines. Okay? And I'm just going to do one more. And then again, going on the outside, just highlighting it. You could do all these different ways. I mean, I could go dark, and then second, like the medium, and then really light on this side. It depends where you want the light to be playing, but I just decided to go this way because I'm not sort of phased about the lighting at the moment. If I was doing a card a little bit different than what I'm doing, I would definitely be probably doing it differently. Okay, so there we go. It's such a cute set, isn't it, Carol? I couldn't resist this one. I've been trying since the catalogue came out, but nah, it had to come into my cart, and I've been loving it. I really only had a first time playing, was it today? No, I started last night actually, before I went out, and had a ball. Loved it so much, I thought, guys, we're going to be doing this for our live tonight. We just have to. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the branch in Pecan Pie. I'm also going to be bringing in a little bit of my color lifter. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just going to go along. Now I probably won't need all this branch. Oh, I think I need 2 branches. I'm just going to finish up doing this and just see if I stamped it. Well, at least I stamped it. All right, I'm just going to go in here like that because that's where I think the dark is going to be on the bottom. And then I'm just going to go and just draw. I'm not going to be colouring as such. I'm just going to be doing lines and making sure I go onto the alcohol on the dark and try and blur that up a little bit. I'll be going back in again, so if it still gets a line, it doesn't matter. I'm okay for a little bit of white there because that adds a little bit of interest. All right, now I'm going to go back in again and then go back. This just gives it a couple of different colours. All right, and then I'm going back in again with our colour lifter, and that'll give me a 4th colour. 4th colour, 3rd colour. Now you've got to go easy on the colour lifter. When you're using it for the first time, you've got to be patient and let it settle. All right, let's do the next one while that's blurring. Okay. Okay, so we've got that. Oh no, I'm going to do this one. Hello, Doris, how are you? No, you're not late. I'm late again. I was 5 minutes late because my husband kept interfering. He kept sending me videos of human nature on the Outback, and I had it on Do Not Disturb, Doris, but he could still get through. He's done that too before on Cuppa and Cut. I don't know how he does it. No one else can get through. But there you go. He's the exception, isn't he? All right, I'm doing exactly what I did here. In fact, I might go in a little bit more here. There we go. Did I do that before? Look, I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Did I do that? I think I did. Doesn't matter. Anyway. Oh, the spider just fell down. Oh, go away. I just had a visitor from a spider. Now I've gone a little bit on the outside. I'm not fazed by it. Going a little bit fast here. Can you see how it's bringing up texture like it's wood now? Can you see that? So it looks like it's bark. Well, I'm trying to make it look like it's bark, and then we've got multiple different types of colours in there. Doesn't come up there. I'm looking at the screen. Doesn't come up as well as what I'm seeing here, but it does. Okay, I've got a line here. Don't like that. That'll do. Okay, so we got those two. It looks a little bit more authentic in person. The screen's not really doing it justice. All right, so we got those two out of the way. Pardon me. So we've got our leaves, we've got our pieces of wood. Doris, just so letting you know, we are doing bird's eye view today. Need a little bit of fun tonight, so it's been a heavy 2 weeks, so I thought we'd just do a chill out tonight. And you know what chill out means to me, Doris, is getting the alcohol blends, because that's how I chill. So that's what we're doing, okay? He's so cute. All right, okay, let's have some fun colouring this little guy. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to do our wings in Lemon Lime Twist. This is Kim's favourite colour. So every time I think of Lemon Lime Twist, Kim, I think of you. So we're doing dark up the top, and then we're going light on the bottom. Just make sure when you're starting a new colour, always make sure you go into where you've started the dark, and that'll blend it in. All right, now that's blended in quite well. However, I want it to go a little bit darker, so we're just going to go back in again. And then we're just going to go like that. And there we go. There's our blend. Okay? How are you going, Doris? Okay, so again, we're just doing exactly the same as what we did before. Okay. I'm falling in love with lemon lime twist. Granny apple green was my fave, but this seems to be taking over. Been better. Oh, that's not good. Not good. I hope you have a better weekend. A better week. Certainly been challenging, hasn't it, Doris? Okay, so we've done that one. He's so cute. I knew you'd like that, Kim. All right, so we're going to do orange belly. Okay, I told you, you need sunglasses tonight, guys. We're going ultra bright. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, no, I'm not going to because my thick bit's quite yucky from all the flicking I do with it. So we're just going to go around like that, and then I'm just going to do a circle because I want the belly to make the sun shining on his belly, because that's where I've got the light here on his wings. So we're just going to go in like that. Okay, and then I'm going to get a light pumpkin pie, and then we're just going to go in like that and blend that in. There we go. Okay, so that's got a little bit, I'm just trying to do a third colour in here. And then we're just going in again. Okay, so I didn't go completely all the way in with this one. I just went on the outside. So I've got dark, medium, and then light on that one. I'm not sure it shows up well on the camera, but that's what I've done. Okay, so we've got that guy there. Let's do our little guy here. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So I'm just going to be using light on this one because we've got his glasses, and this is where the blender comes in. Okay, so I'm just going to go in a little bit around this way. Okay, and we're just going to go up along here. Okay, and then we're just going to colour in here. All right, now, looks pretty funny, doesn't it? So let's just blur that down. This is where your colour lifter will come in. And then I'll blur it. Okay. You see what it's done? All right, I'm just going to blur around here as well. Isn't he cute? Oh, I just think he's hysterical. There we go. What do you think? He's so cute. All right, there we go. He's done. I'll just do a little bit in. Oh, look, I got the wrong one. See, look at that. That's what happens when you do flicking. I don't normally use these. That's why I don't mind flicking with these. But yes, it does wreck it if you want to continue doing flicking. All right, let's go on to the little guy. So we're going to be using this one and this one. And again, we're going to be using, what do you call it? The blender. All right, so let's go into, he's going to have an orange wing. Bit different to this one. Okay, so it's just the same as what we did here. We're going to go dark and then down to light. Yeah, I know. I love my cutesy Doris. I love him. I haven't done cutesy for a while. What did I do last week? Oh, isn't it bad? I did the stage a couple of weeks ago. What did I do last week? Oh no, I did the jug and the flowers last week. So, you know, we're due for more cutesy again. All right, so that's done. And then go into, okay, we're just going to go into our light. Now, I normally use dark, but I just think for this, it's just a little bit too dark. All right. Okay, so we're just going to go in here a little bit. I'm just making this up as I go. Use it a little bit, I don't know. I'm actually going to go all over and then I'm going to blend it down. I know it's going to look dark. See how we go with it. And then I'm just going to use the blend. All right. Okay, so we're just going to, let's just get some dark in here. I'm changing this to what I had originally had. All right, there we go. Let's get this going and just blend that out. All right, and then get this going. Because I want to look like he's got feathers. So that's what I'm aiming for. So he's a little baby. Can you see it changing? He's not as dark now. But he looks like he's got, well, I'm trying to look like he's got feathers. There you go. What do you think? It's cute. So can you see it a little patchy? I purposely did it that way. And that's why I just think he's a baby. He's got to have some feathers. All right, so I'm going to do the same again up the top, and then we're just going to cut this out. Simple, hey? But you don't have to do this. You can just stamp this straight onto your card. Easy. But everyone can do that. So, and the idea is to show you different ideas you can do this. How are you, Colleen? How are you? Thank you. You got your sunnies on? It's very bright, isn't it? You're bright tonight. I think we need a bit of brightness after our weather in Melbourne, hey? Or I think it's anywhere, actually. It's been raining horribly everywhere. Even you guys in Queensland have had the horrible weather. Not the best. All right. So let's just do it again, because we're going to put one in the front and we're going to do one. Oh, thank you. Colours are very different colours, aren't they? I just thought I'd do something a little bit different tonight, a little bit way out, hey? Make them a little bit more interesting. I don't normally use pumpkin pie. I'm not really, I love orange, but I don't know. But I like it for this. All right, so I'm just doing exactly what I did here. I'm going to try and get that feathery look again. Like I said, I don't think the Facebook really, it's not really doing it justice here, what I'm doing here, but anyway, that's okay. All right, so here we go again. I'm just going to go and get that feathery look. I love my blender pen. Any excuse to use it. I just think it's magic. Love it. All right, I'm just going to do a little bit here. He's a little bit blurry here. Went a little bit nuts with the, but I'm okay with that because he's got glasses on. All right, there we go. Time for you to start talking to me, everyone. Because we're going to be doing some cutting now. Okay, this won't take at all long to do. They are very, very simple cutting out. Right, I'll even chop that off. Okay, here we go. Not going to take long at all. So it's Human Nature on tonight, so that's why my husband was sending me photos. He knows I like Human Nature. It was Ice House. I was like, oh, that spider's back again. Go away. Where's Mocha when you need him, hey? Unbelievable. Yeah, so he was sending me a heap of videos. So what I love about the gig that they're doing is most of all the profits that they do goes to the Diabetes Australia, because how it happened was their son, the person that runs it, their son got diabetes when he was young. He's not young now. I want to say he's young, he's in his 20s now. And yeah, so they decided to try and find a cure for it and raise money for that, and that's how the Big Red Bash got started. And it's just gone crazy. It gets sold out quickly. So it gets sold out months before it's even close, you know what I mean, before the gig starts. So you've got to get in very quick. So the next one after that is Monday. So we're dumping off a road train to Monday on their way back, and then they'll be home next week. I'm hanging out. Mind you, I'm going to be loaded up with some washing because I can't do washing up there because they're limited on water. Actually, it was really funny. Jeff was saying he got 22 litres of milk, and he used the last one today because everyone has, goes and gets coffees, obviously, the crew do. So they are out of it today. So just as well, they are starting to pack up tonight because they're out of milk. Not going to be good not having their coffee. So there we go. It's been a very quiet household here. So I was happy to have, make myself busy with what I've been doing. So it made the day, because the days go quite fast, actually. Okay. Tree branch nearly done. We probably won't be using all him. Okay, they're done. Yeah, no coffees. It's not going to be good. I said to Jeb, why didn't you get powdered milk to go in your coffee? And he goes, get off. I'm wasting my coffee on powdered milk. Oh, look, see? Can you see that? Go away. Look at this spider crawling around. Gross. Enjoy the quietness. I actually quite like the noisiness, Kim. I really enjoy it. So I'm a bit crazy, I know. It's very quiet, too quiet. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Go. Sorry, I don't like spiders. You're lucky it wasn't any bigger. Otherwise, I would have been squawking. Plenty of milk at the office? Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit far, though, to go and get some milk. I'm sure that's the first thing they'll do when they get to civilization is get a coffee, decent coffee. Is that a money spider? Is that good luck? Like the money tree, Glenda? I don't know where it came from, because it hasn't been, I've been at my desk all day and it hasn't been coming, well, it hasn't appeared until now. So if it's not a cat, it's a spider. We haven't locked the cat up tonight. Well, when I say lock it up, we just close off the door so he can't get in, but I haven't done it tonight. And I think it's because he can't come in. He can come in, he doesn't want to, which is fine by me. Supposed to be. Oh, that's really good. I don't mind that then. Like I said, I'm glad he's tiny. If he was any bigger, you would have been hearing some squawks. Isn't he cute, this little one? There's heaps of other little birds in there, but I just didn't get a chance to play with them all. So this little guy, I had all these ideas in my head of what to do, but I ran out of time. So he's going to have to come out again, I think, at some stage, because he's just adorable. I can't do flowers all the time. I've got to do bits and different things. Okay, we're nearly there. 2 more to go. And I've got the leaves. They're pretty fast. All right, and then it's all smooth sailing after that. Doesn't take long. with a fun fold. I'm sure you've all done this fun fold before. If you haven't, you will start doing it. It is so easy. It goes with anything. And you don't need measurements for it because, as you'll see, it's just simple. I think I did something. What did I do something with it? Oh, I did a bit of it. I did a chook one. I didn't actually do it in front of you though. I showed you I did the chuckies with it, and quickly did one of those, but just to show, but I didn't actually show how to do the fun fold. But I had to do it tonight for this. It was just so cute. All right, nearly there. So what's everyone plans for the weekend? I'm going to be cleaning the house because it got neglected while I was madly chopping away, making those kits up. So I'm cleaning up the house and then I'll be madly getting into the workshop. But I just wanted to make sure I caught everything up before they got home next week. So I'm going to have a spotless house again because it drives me nuts when I don't have a spotless house. So that's my weekend. I hope you're doing something a lot more interesting than me. One thing I haven't missed, and I think I mentioned that last week, is the football. Because Jeff has just about every game on and it drives me nuts. So I have not missed the footy at all. So that's one thing I haven't missed. He's cute, isn't he? They got one with there's like books. It's so cute. I'd started doing something with that today, but as I said, I ran out of time, so that was intriguing too. I thought, oh, wouldn't he look cute on a pile of books or something? Anyway, I'm going to have to think up a few more different ideas of what I'm going to do with that one. But I couldn't resist. I originally had this guy with no eyes, when I say no eyes, no glasses, but I changed it at the last minute. I thought I had to put them on. And when I put them on, oh my gosh, I had the giggles. You can tell I'm tired because, oh gee, I don't think it's all that funny, but it was just cute. There we go. Enough of my waffle now, you've heard it. All right, let's get rid of this mess. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to grab some basic thick. Let's get our trimmer out. Oh my gosh, I need to tell you. You know how I kept losing my scorer because a cat kept nicking mine? Guess what? Online exclusives. You can now, for the first time ever, buy scorers. Happy. So guess what I'll be doing? I'll be buying some scorers so that doesn't happen again. So, and I must say, get onto it because you just never know when you might need a scorer because Stampin' Up! Don't sell them usually on their own. So that, when I was doing it, because I was awake till midnight last night, so I thought, oh, I'm awake. I might as well have a look at online exclusives. The first thing I saw was the scorers. So I was very, very happy. Okay, so we're just doing a normal card. So that's 14.85. And then we are scoring that 10.5. Now, we're just going to fold that. All right, now the next part. And this is our fun fold. No big deal with this. I'm just going to fold it this way so you can see. I know I use my trimmer the wrong way around, but that's just how I was taught. Oh, that's not scored very well. And I'm in a habit now, so it has to go the way I like it going. All right, so all I'm doing is I'm folding this over to here. And I don't have any measurements, but that's it, guys. Anyone can do this. All right, let's just finish this. Okay, that's it. So, next, I have got a square. So I'm going to pop a square here, and these are from the Stylish Shapes. This is the largest square. It's the Stylish Shape dies, and that are from these. Okay, so that is the largest. It's this one here I used. Okay, they are a staple. And then all I've done, because I wanted to go a little bit bigger, so there is no measurement with this one. I think I did 7.5 centimetres, I think. Let me have a look at that. So I just wanted a slight little border. And because I used the largest in the Stylish Shapes, yeah, I did 7.5 centimetres. So this will give me just a slight little border around like that. Okay, so I just went up 2 mil. Okay, from the Stylish Shape. So if you want to reproduce that, it's just 2 mil more. Okay, all right, so let's start decorating. What we're going to do now is, and this is where I'm going to blind you again, I'm using the papers, the Designer Series paper, our Brights. Okay, they are all our Brights. Now, what Stampin' Up! Call a Brights are Azure, oh gosh, I said that, Azure Afternoon, Berry Burst, Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple, Lemon Lime Twist, Melon Mambo, Poppy Parade, and Pumpkin Pie. So you're getting 2 sheets of each. Uh-oh, here comes Furball. So you're getting 2 sheets of everything. Okay, I have used some of this. You're getting 2 sheets of this. Okay, of each design. All right, got to get the Furball out of the way. Sorry. Where were you when the spider was around, hey? Sorry. So you're getting 2 sheets of everything. These are fantastic. So I've got 1 of each, the neutrals, you know, the regals, everything. So, and I find I use them a lot. So we're using Pumpkin Pie. Now, I originally had 2 of these. Okay, the one that has hearts on it, but I ran out of this. I've used all mine. So I ended up getting this one. So I've got dots, or I've got the stripes. Okay, so let's just glue that down. And you can tell me whether you want stripes or dots. Stripes or dots. Oh, that went flying. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that out like that. So if you want measurements, I can measure this for you, but like I said, all you're doing is folding your card in half again. Okay? All right, now, we're either going to go this way, guys, or we're going to go this way. Which would you like? This is your card. Which would you prefer? You like the spots? So we're going to open it up. We're going to have our things, our squares here. Okay, so how about hearts? Hearts for spots, stripes for a like. So hearts for spots, stripes. Okay, here we go, here we go. Stripes, stripes, stripes. Stripes was my pick. Spots. They're pretty cool, aren't they? Both of them are. I don't mind them. So we've got 2 stripes. We've got 2 spots. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep going decorating while you guys keep going. I need some more suggestions, everyone. All right. Have a think about that, guys. So I've got stripes, spots, 3. 1, 2, 3. Got 3 stripes. Okay, so we'll go stripes. Done. I think you win, stripies. Thank you so much for you lot that have popped in your suggestions. Either worked. That's why it was good about this paper. Either works. All right, we're just going to pop them in here like that. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's just put that aside. Let's decorate this little square here. So I'm just going to go and get my, what colour is this? I need Pool Party. Have a look and see if this is Pool Party in the blends. I don't know what I did with it. Yep, that's Pool Party. Beautiful. I'm just going to put a little bit of shine to this, a little bit of shading in here because he's in a branch, so you've got to presume he's, you know, the branch is in the sky. Excuse my scrappy piece of paper here. Oh, is that Pool Party? Yep. All right, so I'm just going to go a little bit of shading in here, making it a little bit more interesting. Okay, let's see how that goes. Pool Party is a really good one for anything like that. If you want to do tracing around flower petals or things like that, that's also, it's a great highlighter. That's what I like about that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to pop our little branch here like this. Okay, and we're going to glue that down. So obviously we're not going to be using all of our branch, just a little bit of it. Okay, and let's just cut the other side. Where'd my scissors go? Here we go. Haven't lost anything yet. Something. All right, I've done that. All right, next let's do some leaves now. I've got leaves here. So I was a little bit busy. Did a little bit of my homework. So we're going to do some leaves. I'm going to pop them on dimensionals. So let's just find my dimensionals. Are you sitting on my dimensionals? You are sitting on my dimensionals. Thank you. All right. So let's just zhushy these leaves up a little bit. And we're just going to pop them down like that. I didn't put this over further enough. I should have put the branches over a little bit more, but that's okay. It's all good. All right, we're just going to pop another one in there like that. And then I'm going to glue one down underneath. I'm not going to zhuzh him because there's no point. He's going to be glued. A little bit too juicy. We're just going to stick him in here. Just push him down. There we go. All right, let's go again. All right, we're going to zhuzh him up because he's going on dimensionals. I'm just doing minis on these ones. You could do halves actually. That would make it a little bit more rounder. That's not very good grammar, is it? But I don't know how else to put it. Okay, let's get another big one. I've done too many leaves. It doesn't take much. You only need to stamp them a couple of times because there's 3 to each stamp. So I might just do that down a little bit. Oh, someone's found the spider. Oh, hang on, he's going to be stuck. No, go, go, go. Thank you. All right. There we go. Starting to come along, isn't it? Okay, let's go down here. I'm going to need some leaves for the inside, so, but I don't need that many. There you go. And again, a small one for the inside. I should have done it that way. That would have been a lot easier, wouldn't it, going this way? Oh, it's raining out there. Again, we had a bit of sunshine today, but yes, rain again. All right, okay, so I've got a few little bits sticking up here, and that's from the dimensionals. That's fine, but it's annoying me. So I'm going to get some glue dots. I spoke too soon saying I hadn't lost him. Oh no, found it. And we're going to do some glue dotting. And we're just going to put glue dots just underneath these, so then they will sit down. So they're just like sitting up like that. All right, so that's what I had planned on there, and that's what they're doing, which is good. They're behaving themselves. I might just do another one on this one. I had a glue dot for both of them, but obviously he wants his own. There we go. I'm just going to twist him around. Oh, it's really heavy out there. Okay. Okay, and I'm just going to stick him underneath like that. There we go. I've just got a dimensional sticking out there a little bit, so I'm just shoving him in. There we go. All right. There we go. So we've got that. Next, we're going to put our little guys on. This is the fun part. Oh, love this bit. All right. Let's just curve him up. I'm just going to pop him here. Like I said, I should have put my branch over a little bit more, but we've still got room for the little guy. And he can go in here amongst the leaves, I think. There we go. All right, don't need you anymore. Let's pop him. Our adult bird on dimensionals. And we're just going to sit him just in there like that on the stumps, the branches. And we're going to do the same for him. So he's going to need, I think he needs a little one because I want him really curvy. So that's where a small dimensional come in, and we're just going to pop him on the middle bit so he can remain curved. We're just going to sit him down here like that. There we go. He can be amongst the leaves. There we go. Now, I forgot that they are already on dimensionals, so I need to glue that down. I need to take that off and glue that down because that's already on dimensional. Okay, so how I originally had it wasn't going to be like that, but I didn't put the tree over enough. So we change it. Okay, so there we go. And I don't even need to stick him down really, do I? Oh no, look at that. That's why it wasn't sticking. Okay, there we go. So he's in amongst the trees. I might actually push him down onto the lower twig. That's better. Oh, look, I'm fiddling over Jolly Bird. All right. He's done. There we go. All right, so we got that. Let's get some twine out. And then I've got a sentiment as well. So how about we put this together before I do that? So we're just going to pop him on here. Doesn't that make it pop with the black? So I'm just going to pop that on. No dimensionals because I've got enough going on here with dimensionals. Aren't those colours so striking? I really like them. Okay, and then we're just going to pop him on here like that. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that fold goes down nicely. And then we're just going to stick that section. Don't stick the whole one. just stick one section of it. Okay, and then we're just going to stick that. Now you could have it all the way over if you want to. I like to have a little bit of difference there. And make sure that's straight, obviously. And we're just going to pop him in here like that. Oh, he's cute. Okay. All right, so let's get some twine. So I feel like it needs a little bit of twine. What did I do with my twine? I did have it out. One card and I'm still messy. All right. We're just going to do one bow. I like doing doubles, but I think I have enough going on here. So we'll just do one bow. What do you think, everyone? I just thought he could be under his feet there somehow. That'll do. And grab another glue dot. Okay, just a little bit do dot there, and we're just going to pop that down. I should have just popped it onto the bow, but I didn't. There we go. Did you see what I just did? I just must have had ink on my hands or something. There's no ink on my hands, so I don't know how I got those little blotches there. Let's see if I can get them out by this glue, but it's ink, probably not. But that's okay. You know what? There's things what we call embellishments. Oh no, look, it's coming off. Oh, that was lucky. But it's okay. It would have got. I would have come off with. We would have hidden it with embellishments anyway. Okay, all right. We're done that bit. Let's go and do the next bit. Now, as I was saying to my cupper and carders, you can go and pop something on here straight away, your sentiment or something like that. But have you noticed that this is quite thick? This is quite thin. I don't like that. So what I do, and it's your choice if you want to do this, you are using more cardstock to do this, but I think in the long run it's worth it. And it brings up the quality of your card. So I am just going to do another insert like we do if this card was cardstock, coloured cardstock, and I'm just going to pop it in there like that. And now that evens up the thickness. Obviously not this because we're double layered there, but it just evens it up. Okay, now before I do that, we're going to pop another little guy on here, and that's where our spare, oh, hang on a minute, stop that, stop it. Sorry, playing up. This is where the, oh, I've lost train of thought there because the cat was at the furniture. Yeah, so this is where the quality comes in and it just looks better with your card. Oh my God. Sorry, he's gone now. Oh my gosh, he's been playing up like crazy today. All right. And we're just going to do again, we're going to pop down out. Now, I'm not going to pop these on dimensionals. And there's no point sticking, twisting these, making them curvy, because they're not going to be curvy because we're sticking them. And they're going to be closed, sealed up. So I'm just going to again put our leaves on. Oh, that's too juicy again. Gosh, it's not even a new glue either. All right, I'm just going to stick him underneath. You're all very quiet tonight, everyone. Oh, gosh, that is juicy. I should have my glue mat, shouldn't I? It serves myself right. All right, I'm just going to Actually, I'm going to go this way. I'll do a little one in here. I'm just patting that because it's a very juicy glue. And then we're just going to go down. I might do a big one down here. Deep in concentration. How are you, Julie? As long as you guys haven't fallen asleep. Okay, and then there we go. All right, there's our little guy here. So when you open up the card, you're not going to see a blank sheet. We've got something for them to look at. So I'm just going to, well, I'll pop him here. I'll pop him in amongst the trees. I like birds amongst the trees, but it looks a little bit, I think at the moment, I'll put him there because it looks a little bit cluttered and I don't like clutter. There we go. Okay, we've done that. So let's put that on. Okay, all right, so this is what we've got. We've got that and it's opening up. Now I'm just going to put another few little leaves down here. Now I should have actually checked to make sure there was no leaves. You could see no leaves, but actually don't mind that. The one I did earlier when I had a bit of a run with this and the other ones, I've actually made sure that there's no leaves showing or anything showing. But I actually don't mind that. There we go. I used up nearly all those leaves. There we go. All right. All we've got left is our sentiment. And I've already done that. I've embossed this with white powder on the black. And we're just going to put birthday wishes along here. So let's just chop that in half. Now I got that from the Sending stamp pad. I love these because these, I love this, but this, when you've got tiny little spaces to work with, works perfectly. Now, because these are on dimensionals, I'm not going to put these happy birthday on dimensionals because this is our highlight. So I'm just going to glue this down. Oh, I thought that was Happy's birthday wishes, so that's got to go last. And we are just going to just pop that like that. Oh, gosh, it was lucky that landed that way. Didn't want to get glue on me. There we go. Birthday wishes. All right, we just need some bling, don't we? All right, so what have I got? I have got these ones I thought were looking quite good. They are called Adhesive Back Sparkle Gems. And they're sparkly as. And you know I love my sparkle, so there's no Winky on tonight because I've got my sparkle in these. Aren't they gorgeous? So we got silver, black, and gold. So I thought we could use the black. So there we go. Fun fold you can use for anything. There we go. Well, I'm not using the big ones. I just think they're too big. I don't really use much big ones. If they did a heap more smaller ones, I would be very happy, and less big ones. That would make me a very happy camper, but you know, I'm just a minority, so. There we go. What do you think? Isn't he cute? Colours I would not normally have thought of doing, but I thought let's just give it a shot anyway because I wanted a lot of brightness, especially with this weather, the way it's all going. We need a bit of brightness, don't we? All right, I'm going to switch you over. Hang on. There we go. So it's just one card tonight, everyone. But I think he's such a cutie. Very cute set. Isn't it cute? Anyway, there you go. Don't overlook this, guys. It is such a cute set. And honestly, there's lots of things you can do with this set. a lot. Okay, so there we go. So that is it from me. I'm starting to cut out the workshops, and they will be heading out to you soon. So I had to get Cuppa and Card out. So they're all gone now. So we are going to be getting those out for you, and I'll be chopping away next week. Don't forget, when you're popping, I'm just trying to get my little doogles. Online exclusives. Okay, this is all going to be back to front for you. But online exclusives, online only, not in a catalogue, okay? So go on my shop. The tab is in my Facebook page, or go on to the general Stampin' Up and go into online exclusives. They are actually flashing up at the moment on my page, on my shop. So you don't actually have to look up anything. But if they're not there and you can't find it, just go on to specials. And this, you will get rewarded for every $90 you spend. Okay, so please, it's only for the month of July, and they will send you out a coupon. Okay, so you collect all your coupons if you have more than one, and you can get to go shopping with us in August, and they've got some amazing things coming out in August. Okay, that's it from me, everyone. I do have a new host code. So if you do purchase from me, I've got my host code pinned on the top of my page. If you would like to go into that, I would show it tonight, but unfortunately the printer decided not to work anymore. So yes, so I've got to wait for my hubby to come home and fix it. Anyway, if you're after that, just let me know. If you like the host code, I'll let you know where it is. If not, it's pinned on the top of my page. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful, relaxing week. Cuppa and Cutters, I'm looking forward to being back with you on Monday and Tuesday. And for everyone else, I'll see you on Thursday. Bye.